Hey y'all, it's me and my bonnet and my shirt and my book. Those are three clues as to what this video is about. And if you're interested in learning something about me that you may not never have known, or you probably may not even guess about me, please stay tuned. So, something that a lot of people, for whatever reason, are always surprised when I tell them about me is I am a huge fan of Tami Roman. I'm a huge fan of The Real World. That was a show that was on MTV that started in the 90s. I'm a huge fan of The Challenge. And I feel like I am a member of the angel cake community here on YouTube. And that's why I have on my angel cake t-shirt today. My favorite show is Survivor. Absolutely, hands down, Survivor is my favorite show. I've seen every episode of Survivor. Don't call me on Wednesdays when Survivor comes on, okay? Don't do it. Even before Survivor, there was The Real World. And a lot of people don't realize that The Real World was actually our first, or if it wasn't the first, it was one of the first shows that was a reality show showing people in their realness. And I fell in love with The Real World the very first season. So on the first season, you did have Kevin Powell. He was on there along with Heather B and everybody else. And I just absolutely loved that first season. And now Paramount Plus, thank you, Paramount Plus. They're actually showing the reunions of everyone that was on The Real World. I immediately went ahead and subscribed to Paramount Plus, and that was the best. I think it was only $30 for the year. The best $30 that I spent because I'm so pleased with Paramount Plus. I watched the first reunion of the first season of The Real World, and now we're on the second reunion of the second Real World. The first one was Real World New York. The second one was Real World LA. I want to say that's LA. That one was San Francisco with Pedro. So that's the third one. I'm digressing. And the reason that I don't remember all of them, like how some people remember them, is because I actually watched this in the 90s, almost 30 years ago, when these shows actually came on, where you'll see a lot of people say that they binge watched this season and they binge watched that season, and you know, they're 20 years old and they can't believe that a 51-year-old woman is watching these shows. And it's like, the people that you're watching are my age today. So of course I enjoy watching The Real World. And now The Challenge, absolutely, positively love The Challenge. I've always loved The Challenge. It started off actually with my girl Tami in a Winnebago. She picked up two of her roommates, and MTV saw this idea, and so they took what Tami did and they actually made a show called Road Rules. And then from Road Rules, they did some challenges with the Real World cast, and now 30 plus years later, you have The Challenge, and I absolutely love watching The Challenge. And also on Paramount Plus, you have the All Stars Challengers, and I'm loving those episodes too. It's just a great community to belong in. And you know, people know that I love reading books. I read books all the time. And to know that I actually do watch some television, yes, of course I watch some television. If I'm not watching Survivor, I'm watching Big Brother. I do like Big Brother. It's not one of my favorites, and I haven't seen every episode of Big Brother, but I've seen all of Survivor. I've seen all of The Real World. I've seen all of the challenges, and I just wanted to share that with you, and that's why I'm wearing the bonnet, because Tami, of course, has her YouTube channel called the Bonnet Chronicles, and she's actually been talking about everything that's been going on the Real World reunion show. And this last episode just really broke my heart. It really made me so sad to see her and David get into the argument that they got into. She said some words to him that were inappropriate, but he certainly did say some words to her that was really hurtful. You know, her words, again, I'm not saying that what Tami said wasn't hurtful, but what he said, you know, he called her the B word. He also called her bald-headed. As a Black woman, you call us bald-headed, you know, that's not good. Her husband actually came into the house and he was furious. I was a little bit shocked that they allowed him to come in because he did not have a mask on. I don't know if he has been vaccinated or if he had been in quarantine during that time period, but to have him come into the house, I feel like he risked everyone else's lives. That's a whole nother story about that. But I do understand why he came to the house and tried to protect his wife. It's just really sad. It was just a really sad episode. Something that Drew, Angel Cake, what he does on his channel, he does talk about the challenge and he does talk about a lot of the other reality shows. Right now he's doing recaps for The Amazing Race, and that's a show I haven't watched in years. Back in the day, I used to love watching The Amazing Race, and I had like aspirations of me and Ree actually going on The Amazing Race. Now that I'm a little bit older, it would be so nice if her and Deja actually went on The Amazing Race. So I may even actually watch The Amazing Race. I don't know yet, but I may actually go back and watch The Amazing Race and watch it along with him. Drew's channel is phenomenal. I actually have to have a snack when I watch his videos. Like literally, I have to have, you know, quiet in the house, or if I'm at work, I have to close my office door because I need to watch Drew's videos in peace and with a snack and really get into it and make sure that I comment. I'm one of the #1 commenters on his channel. And, you know, some of the comments are just like, you know, people are just so surprised that an older Black woman loves the challenge, loves the Real World, and of course I love Tami Roman. And when Tami was on Basketball Wives, you know, that was a little bit different. You know, as a woman of a particular age, I know how to not physically fight with you. I can fight with you with my words. I am not going to put hands on you, and you're not going to put your hands on me either. That's just not going to happen. It's never going to become physical if you don't agree with something that I say. But I am going to let you know how I feel. I am going to say what I need to say, or if I don't need to say what I need to say, I'm just going to say okay, and I'm just going to leave it at that and be passive aggressive. But it's never going to lead to the point that you and I will put our hands on each other. And that's something that I did see Tami do as a woman of a particular age. But again, that's her business. You know, who am I to judge what she does in her personal life? I still love her regardless. And I have this bonnet on and I'm sweating. This bonnet is making me hot, Tami. How do you wear these bonnets? I'm a scarf woman. I don't wear bonnets, to be honest with you. This is Deja's bonnet, not a bonnet girl. But I just wanted to share that information with you and to see if there's any others out there that are women or men of a particular age that has something that people really might be surprised about you. As always, let's have a conversation down below. Do you like watching Survivor? Do you like watching The Real World? Do you like the challenge? Are you a member of the Angel Cake community here on YouTube? Have you read Kevin's book? Do you watch Tami's Bonnet Chronicles here on YouTube? Let's have a conversation down below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.